Okay, this is not a video that I was planning on uploading at all. And I'm so sorry if I am shaky because y'all are literally sitting on my knees right now. And I'm trying to be as stable as possible. But y'all know I'm a little bit expressive. We're going to see how this goes. This had to be said. Everybody and their mom was talking about this whole Wizard Liz situation and that dude. What's his name? I'm not being a hater. What's his name? I forgot his name. The dude, okay? That situation. Everybody knows what's up, okay? I'm sorry, I'm shaking a lot, I feel like. Anyways. Okay, that whole situation with the dude and Wizard Liz. But everybody's talking about everything except for what is supposed to be said. I feel like y'all are missing the plot. I feel like everybody's missing the plot. We're all missing some very key components in what is going on, okay? And if you don't know about this Wizard Liz situation, I don't know if I'm going to be the one to explain what it is. But basically, Wizard Liz got cheated on by some dude who, obviously, let's be honest, he wasn't good enough for her anyways. We all knew that. But, he cheated and she is, 3, 4, 5 months pregnant or whatever? I don't know exactly, okay? I'm not into drama like that, but I specifically want to talk about this because no one's talking about the fact that, one, this is what happens when you walk with God. Wizard Liz is very religious, and I'm going to talk about this. What happens when you walk with God? Because when you walk with God, you give everything and put everything in his hands, right? And whether you call him God or higher power, whatever you call him, you walk with the higher power, you walk with the divine. This is a lesson for you. Ladies, we make mistakes, okay? Mother made a mistake. No matter how far you get on this journey and how much you've learned, you're still human. You're still going to make mistakes. Mother made a mistake. Okay. And third, this is such a good lesson on love bombing and why these people out here, men or women, when they know what you're about, right? And they want to get to you, they will use you to get to you. And I'm going to talk about this. But the first thing is about this whole walking with God. When you walk with God, like I do, like Wizard Liz does, she talks about how she's very religious. Anybody who walks with God, who's walking with divine power, whether you're religious or not, doesn't matter. You walk with the divine power, you work with the divine power. What happens is that we always say, okay, God, help me manifest this if it's for our higher good, if it's for the good of me and everybody involved, for the highest good of everybody involved, or if it's not good enough for me, remove it. If it's not for me, release this from my life or whatever it is, right? I am so sure that Liz definitely said this when she talks, because that's just how we talk when we work with the divine. If this is not for me, remove it and all this stuff. But the thing is, we are human beings. And if you're a human being like Wizard Liz is and how I am as well, if you're hard-headed and you're kind of a perfectionist, it's going to take a lot to get you to change your mind or to change a situation because we're so stuck in our ways, As an eldest daughter, I speak to myself before I speak to anybody else. I know who I am, okay? Stuck in our ways. God teaches us lessons through literally sometimes pushing us off a balcony. I mean, it's that kind of lessons that we have to go through in order to see the truth in front of us or to make a change. And I feel like Liz is such a strong personality, has a strong character that if this didn't happen to her, I don't think she would have ever actually seen the kind of person that this man was. She had to get such a hard, red light, neon lights in your face kind of a lesson to be able to see, oh, okay, so this is not the person for me. But God's going to let you manifest this person anyways. God's going to let you manifest this situation anyways, because manifestation is a part of being a human. It's kind of like our divine right. It goes along with the journey. You're just able to manifest. That's just what you do. So it's not like he's going to turn that off. He's going to be like, okay, I'll let you manifest this. But just be aware, you have asked me to remove this if this is not for you. There's a lesson for you to be learned in this situation. So I'm going to let you bring this person or bring this thing, bring this job, bring this career into your life. And I'm going to show you exactly why this was not the good thing for you. I'm going to let you go through the lesson and show you exactly why this was actually a bad idea. Because you wanted to manifest it, but I'm going to show you why this was not the best thing for you. This is not the best for your higher good or your highest good. Okay? That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I don't want to be on here too long. The second thing is that, oh no, what's the second one? Wait. Walking with God. Mother made a mistake. Okay, mother's still human. All right, we are still human. She is absolutely one of, the most talked about, most popular people in the space of self-help and the mindset of being, a strong woman and knowing things and a little bit of manifestation and spirituality. She talks about it a little bit as well. She made a mistake. That's it. Okay. Don't shoot her or whatever. I see a lot of comments online. How could she do this? She always talks about taking your time with people and not letting people love bomb you and all these things. When you are supposed to learn a lesson, you will go through the exact same thing that you said you would never do to get that lesson. It goes back to my first point, okay? And Mother is a human being. Mother had feelings. Mother probably fell in love, okay? She was certainly in a situation where she obviously felt like this person was trustworthy, even though, irregardless of the fact that those of us who were watching from the outside, were like, I don't know what it was about him. I wasn't into their relationship at all. I was like, ooh. Because I just felt like she could do so much better. And it's not like no shade to him. I mean, he has money, whatever. But like, I don't know. Something about him it just was like, And I feel, and it was, mirrored through a lot of comments that I heard and saw online while they were like, when she was announcing they were fiancé and all this stuff. I think they're married. I'm still confused about if they're married or not. I don't get it. But anyways, that's the thing. She's a human. She made a mistake. She's going to learn a lesson from it. If she chooses to keep this child, I promise you, this child will be a rahmah in her life. It'll be a peace in her life if she chooses to keep it. I have my opinions about it. Y'all have your opinions about it, but this is not what this channel is about. If she chooses to keep it, if she doesn't choose to keep it, it's all on her. I'm just saying. I've seen this happen so many times. The child did nothing wrong. The baby did nothing wrong. But if she feels like keeping this baby in her life is going to be a constant reminder of failure, and you're not going to end up treating this baby the right way growing up, which I don't think she would do, that's a whole different story. But either way, she made a mistake. She's a human being. She's a human being. Let her live. Let her make her mistakes. Let her live her journey. It doesn't matter how well versed you are in the law, in spirituality, how close you are to God, how long you've been on this earth, you are still going to make certain mistakes. And she's young. She's 26, y'all. So, I mean, how much about life can you know at 26? I know that she's gone through a lot in her life. Doesn't mean that there are not other lessons that she still needs to learn and that she still will have to learn in the future. This is just one of them, okay? And the last thing is sharing so much online. There's a reason why I don't like being online, like about like my personal life online. I can be on here, I can coach y'all, I can talk to you guys, whatever. But I don't like to share too much about what I'm looking for in relationships, what I'm looking for, what I'm doing, because people who want to get to you will use you. They will use what you say. They will use your word. They will use what you've shared to be able to appear to you in the exact way that you want them to appear to you, and then flip the switch once they got what they want. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this character, what is his name? God dang it. The dude, whoever he is, this dude, I feel like he honestly like studied Liz. I feel like he studied her. I think he said like he watched all of her videos or like really liked her videos. I think he studied her to a T, knew exactly the kind of person that she would want. The kind of man that he should appear as, to be able to get her attention, to be able to, bring her in, because he was using all of these terms. Be careful of these men that go around like, I'm healed, I go to therapy, throw around terms like, I'm self-aware and I do a lot of shadow work and all these things. Be careful, because some of them, they're just throwing these words around because they know the effect that it has and they know what it actually can do to the person who's listening. You're thinking, oh, this person is healed, self-aware. This person knows, like, they're deep. You know what I'm saying? When really they're just using that as another like tactic to get to you. So I feel like he studied her to a T to know exactly who she is, what she would want, and try to appear as that person to her so that she would feel confident and safe. When you listen to their Q&A, he's like, I think I manifested her. And like, I really feel like this person was I think it's like my life partner, my soulmate or something that he said. Talked about like synchronicities and all these things that we usually talk about in the community, that any woman or man who's in this community would be like, oh my gosh, this person is on my level. They get what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? They get me. And I feel like that's exactly what he did to get Liz. And then he made this fake ass, I'm not swearing, this stupid apology talking about, don't evil eye this situation. Bruh, you done evil eyed it yourself. Your two eyes done went to somebody else's two eyes. I'm not even going to get to it. Anyways, so that, and also like, there were signs. He love bombed her. How are you going to meet someone like 2 dates in and talk about how you want to get married to them already? To be fair, I am someone who lives in a country where men are like this. But he's not from that country. The men here want to get married fast because they want to build a family, they want to have kids, and that's just our culture, right? You can meet someone in 6 months, you get married, right? That's our culture. But like American, Canadian, I don't know what he is, but he's obviously some white Western dude. That is not in their culture. Usually you date someone for a long time and all these things. But this guy met her and already said, I just feel like you and I love you already. Like, I'm in love with you. I want to marry you. You're my person. You're my wife, blah, blah. And he like said it. And the thing is, like, there's nothing wrong with that because, to be honest, a lot of men, can I open the window? A lot of men know, like, from the get-go if they want to marry you. They will know within like a few days if, okay, this person is my wife. They will not say it, but they know if like this is someone that I can marry or not. And he probably, maybe, if he was a regular, normal, healthy dude, he could think that, but you don't say it. No guy will actually say that to you if he's not trying to like, hook, line, and sinker. Like he's trying to throw you a little, ooh, let me put this in her mind so she knows, or she thinks that I'm really serious so I can keep her, on my leash, whenever but I want to marry you, you're the love of my life, you're my wife and all these things. Child. Motorcycle. Okay. Beware. Learn from the situation, and like blessings and positive energy to Liz and whatever she's going through. Honestly, she's gonna make it. The thing is that I'm also a strong person, so I know what it is to be like that strong person in the family. Everybody, no one like asks how you're doing. No one checks in on you because everybody's like, oh man, she's strong. She can deal with it. She's emotionally stable. She's always been able to take care of herself since she was a kid. It's gonna be fine. So I know that sometimes we're actually not okay, but in the end, we make it through. In the end, we do what we need to do to get through it all. So I know she'll be able to get through it. But like, I wanted to make this video because y'all are missing the points. There are things to be learned. Take this as a lesson for yourself, okay? And stop talking about how trash the dude is. Yes, he's trash. We already know that. What can you learn from the situation, okay? See how this could happen to you. See the red flags and avoid them, okay? I'm going to log off because that's all I wanted to say for today, okay? Have a nice day and stay healthy and blessed. Bye.